In Luke 16, an example was given. This representative long ago, or far off, took Eleazar and held him tight to his bosom, and the enrichment was called out by the words, "Tower up," given by the one they call Father Abraham, and how a steward was made just is the parable of Luke 16:19. With proper keys, it reads, "There was a particular appointment to the foundation of man that was kept under cover." The Black Book says under purple and fine linen, but the definition to the color is red and blue, colored to white linen. This is not a garment, but the glory is a flag of red, white, and blue. And the verse continues, "It fares sumptuously every day," meaning it is under the colors of freedom. That is a good place to report, a beacon of light, every day. Verses 20 and 21. "And this diverse part of man, fictitiously named Lazarus, lays at the mine gate, festering like a sore, desiring to be fed, because only crumbs, little bits of music, mixed with fire, is all you can tolerate, for the enrichment to fall from the service center. Moreover, the Black Book reads the dogs came and licked his sores. This is not right. The Gentiles will come together to this collective and be cleaned." Verse 22, "And it came to pass this beggar dies. He was carried to receive Abraham's provision of milk." This example of the messenger is Eleazar, his steward, that would be carried to this place. Verse 23 and 24, "In the furnace where eyes are open, and he sees by this torment." "Seeth" is defined supernaturally. Abraham showed mercy by sending Lazarus, the counterpart of Eleazar, to the basins of water and fire, bringing clear resolve to thought and proper spoken words to the tongue. The verse ends, "Through adversity of fire, his sight was received." Verse 25, "This example Abraham spoke to his children, saying, Sons, this place of destruction is without escape. Remember this abode, it will be given place in your fullness of life. Receive this, it restores honor and beauty. And likewise the exalted nature will fold under this pressure, like a humiliated garment. Copies of merchants will make their appearances." The fictitious name Lazarus represents the harshness and cruelty of man without hope. And this counterpart stands at the mine gate in opposition. He is comforted by his own logic, and you are dejected by this man of sorrows. Verse 26, "And besides this, a barrier blocks this understanding. It has fixed itself securely. So even if you attempt to change the mind, you can't, and nothing good can come to you that is from over there." The reason for the little one of fire, I would add, is he tolerates man's ability to receive this without destroying the mind, this calling him the measure. So this child was fed first in Mark 7:27 in proper keys. He tells the woman, "Let the little one be fed first, then the Gentiles can be fed." But the writers called them dogs. In both places, as licking and groveling for crumbs. This is expected from children that did not listen to Abraham. They are not under the table, but covered by a four-legged beast, receiving little bits of music that will make them familiar to this fire. At the end of Mark 7, the woman agrees, "Let the measure be filled first." And because she said this, the enrichment was removed from her child. Eleazar wishes the same for his family, returning to Luke 16:27 and 28. He says, I pray thee, Abraham, dispatch this thing from my family's household. I have 5 brothers that have need of this action. Send me, he says. I can convince them to come to this place of fire. Verse 29. Abraham responds, destruction sets its own course by words given him, meaning the deceiver does not reverse course. He is not returning for them. Verse 30. And Eleazar responded, I disagree, Abraham. If one could return from the dead, their minds could be changed. Verse 31. He responds, if they refused to listen to Moses and the prophets, neither can they be persuaded when the little one comes up from the abyss. This is food that I provided to my family for years. I want to now share it with you. Thank you for listening, and God bless you.